Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm not good. I'm
not good? Why not?
I'm so sick of looking at Adam Gase's face.
Yesterday was a great day all
around. It was
around.
not great.
Yeah, entertaining football game in the fourth quarter.
Let me ask you
Jets
something.
lose, all good.
You like Marcus May and Millette like running into each other? You like a linebacker on Keenan Allen 50 yards down the
cares?
field? Do you like the brain-dead play calling we saw in the first half? Do you like Frank Gore getting 5,000 carries?
Yeah.
You like that garbage?
Yeah.
It's
Who cares?
brutal. It's brutal.
Once again, you're looking at it the wrong way. Who cares? We want them to lose. They lost.
I know. I do.
And by the way, the game was not entertaining.
I do.
Until the fourth quarter, so I got 15 minutes of goodness.
Listen, 4% of days feature a Jet football game. That's it. There's only 16 of these. You understand me? 16 of these.
It's over, buddy.
I know it's over.
So
I
what
accept
are you
it
so upset
because
about?
I still sit down at 4 o'clock hoping for some semblance of competence.
No.
And Adam Gase still has a job and no one questions it anymore. It's like we've accepted it.
You're barking up the wrong tree, bud. You are. It's over. It's been over for a long time. Yes, they were officially eliminated yesterday. I thought that happened when they played the national anthem back in August, but they're officially eliminated. You're watching for the wrong reason now.
I can't stand it, bro.
It's over. You listen, I was happy for Frank Gore. Good for him.
Happy for Frank Gore? Listen, Frank.
They lost. I wanted them to lose. I was very upset middle of the game.
What were you upset about?
I was upset that it was not entertaining, and it looked like a rout.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, fourth quarter Flacco, and I got myself some entertainment, and then it ended the way it was supposed to end, with my team losing and being the only team in football with a goose egg still on the record.
Let me just correct you on
the wrong side.
I get you. Let me correct you on one small thing.
Yeah.
What happened in the second half? The Chargers happened in the second half.
But listen, whatever it took, I was down 8. You know, you make a couple extra points, I got a shot to win the game.
How about that? How
right?
about that brain-dead decision? Yeah. Sergio Castillo should be kicking, all right? Instead, here comes Ficken back. I can't make an extra point.
Well,
Look, you're right. I shouldn't be bothered. You're right.
You're
smart.
At this point.
This is one of those
it's
cases.
Not even like most Jet fans like, Evan, enough. Stop.
I get it. You are right. I am wrong. But still, there's only 16 of these. When I sit down on a Sunday and I turn my football team on, I don't want to be agitated, and I am. Now, are you right that they're better off losing? Absolutely. Were you nervous when they took an early 6-0 lead? Were you nervous when Marcus May forced that fumble at the 1-yard line?
By the way, I wasn't nervous when they mixed the extra point because I go, there's my Jets. There's my Jets. Yeah. They score quick, and then they basically, we call that now, I hate to say that, we call that pulling a Rutgers after Saturday night.
Oh, my God.
I know your wife speaks Spanish.
Yes.
So, and I happen to speak Spanish as well. So I would say to you, there's a phrase called "a quien le importa." Mm-hmm. You want to say that back to me? A quien le importa.
Importa.
A quien le importa.
Importa.
That's Spanish for who cares. Like, okay, would you have been happy if the Jets won?
No, I wouldn't have been. Listen,
so you got what you wanted. You know what the problem with you is?
What?
The problem with you
What's that?
is like you're a lot of X-generation people. I want.
No.
If they won, you would have been pissed.
No.
So they did the opposite, which should have made you happy, and you're still not happy.
I went into the football game, and I said this word for word to my wife. I said, nothing that could happen will make me happy. Right. No matter what I see at 4 o'clock. I am.
You're a terrible human being.
I am a miserable human being watching the Jets, because you're right. Like, here's one of those cases, Craig. I'm admitting to you before we argue. You're right.
So why watch?
Because I'm a fan.
Because you want to be entertained.
No, I want to. I don't know what I want.
So let me ask you a question.
I don't know what I want.
Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
All right. I want to ask you something.
Get into the mind of me.
I
Go.
want to ask you this question. And I'm saying axe on purpose because I bought an axe and I've been chopping wood all weekend.
Sure. Yeah.
Shoulders. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
Shoulders killing me. Me and the boys are outside. You got to make the boys work. Yeah. You got to teach them some work ethic.
I like
We're out there just axing wood all day long. Yeah. I'll show you videos, right?
Okay.
Is there anything that they could have done that you would have come in and said, all right, I got
Craig, I'm telling you.
Okay, so you're driving yourself crazy.
I can give you an answer.
For no reason.
No, I'll give you an answer. If they actually gave the football to LaMichael Piron, who did score a touchdown in this game, and Frank Gore didn't exist, I didn't have to watch a 37-year-old get the football 15 times. If Piron had a huge game on the ground, if Denzel Mims, who, by the way, looks good.
And they didn't even throw his weight to the fourth quarter.
I know. Don't get me started about that. If Denzel Mims had a huge game, how about this novel idea? If Mekhi Becton stayed on the field the entire game.
Would be nice.
that would have given me more happiness coming in here. But you're right in that I don't want to win. Yeah. I understand losing's more important. But
so they gave you what you wanted.
It wasn't really what I wanted. Did Becton stay on the field the whole game?
End result was knowing that the Jags were going to lose, and they did.
I know. I just
right? And being one game worse than them, which is very important now.
Yes.
The New York Jets have a responsibility to the fan base.
I know.
Long term.
I know.
To keep piling up the L's. And for the second week in a row, they have done it.
You're right.
And given us at least some agita, some entertainment. Now, listen, I could yell and scream. Why isn't Mims targeted a single time until the fourth quarter, and then you target him 6 times, and it's clear that the guy's a stud?
Feel good. Doesn't that feel good?
No, I'm not going to do that to
how
myself.
about Adam Gase punting on 4th and 10 from the Charger 39-yard line? You may as well just walk off the field and leave. You may as well leave if you're Gase. Why is he even here?
But the point is, we got the end result we needed.
I understand
and that was an L. Now, the New York Giants,
they had a huge weekend.
Who saved Thanksgiving last week, and I never root for injury because I think it makes you a sick bastard to root for injury. The Giants just got themselves a W for Sunday with the sad injury, of course, to Burrow.
Well, they didn't guarantee any kind of victory.
Giants,
calm down.
The Giants.
This is football.
The Giants just got to their 4th win, which is important because the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday lost again and find themselves still in first place by half a game at 3-6-1. The Giants have a W next week.
They do not have a W.
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
You got to win the football game. This is the NFL.
They're not losing to a backup quarterback.
I understand Ryan Finley's not going to throw for 400 yards. I understand Joe Mixon's not going to play. I get all that, but it is the NFL. Here's the best thing that happened yesterday, and you kind of touched on it. It's not just that the Eagles lost. That's not it. That's a part of it. It's the fact that Carson Wentz is a walking disaster.
Which is beautiful for Giant fans.
Oh, my God.
It's like Erica Eleniak 25 years ago. Today, oh, God, pig ugly. 25 years ago? How you doing, man? Yes. And Gibraltar is a girl. That's exactly right, Evan.
Yes.
The Giants had a great day. Didn't even do nothing.
They had a great day.
There is something.
You would have liked the Cowboys in Washington to lose, but nevertheless, it was still overall a great day.
Yeah, because,
you're right.
I tweeted this yesterday. Let me be the first to say it on this show, and then I'll beat myself up during the commercial break.
Yeah.
It's always good for a team to control their own destiny. Well, the Giants are pretty much in that spot right now, seeing as the Eagles are in a full decline.
Who are you imitating when you say that?
Well, sports talk host.
Is there anyone in particular?
Cliche sayings.
No,
all of us.
Oh, just all of us. Okay.
Listen, at some point, we all go down that road of, oh, no. I take myself out of that mix because it pisses me off when guys go that route. Like this new thing in the NBA, he's got a high ceiling. That's because he's tall. Can't fit in most rooms. Listen, the Giants had a great day. The New York Jets, it is what it is. Now, it is 10 consecutive years. 10. They did that also back in the 1970s. The New York Jets decided,
missing the playoffs?
We're not interested in the postseason.
Yes.
But don't forget that yesterday was the 8th anniversary.
Oh, don't do this.
That's right. The 8th anniversary.
Are you trying to anger me even more?
Of the Butt Fumble.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh.
8 anniversaries
my God.
Since the Butt Fumble. Now, I was texting with Mark Sanchez over the weekend.
And you texted him about this? I'm getting moist.
Well,
I hope he cursed you out.
He did not. He did this thing, which I don't really care for.
What's that?
With the texting.
What's that?
You ever send somebody a text message, and rather than respond to it, they either heart it,
yes,
or they thumb up it,
yes.
And there's a couple other
very
choices.
Stupid. You can ha it.
You can ha it,
right?
So I sent him. We were texting.
Okay.
So the last text message I sent to him, he did the old he hearted it, which to me is just lazy.
But would you say that warranted the heart? This is very important. This is important information.
8 years ago. That's
what you said to him?
Yeah. It's been 8 years.
What the hell is wrong with you?
It's been 8 years. Good times.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he know what you meant? Do you think he knew what you meant?
I'm pretty sure Mark Sanchez is well aware of what happened 8 years ago. Wouldn't you think he is?
Why did you feel the need to remind him of that?
Well, because that's my main man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When he called in during the break, he was getting on a plane. He goes, say what's up to CC, my big dog.
Right.
So we're fam. That's what we call it, family, right?
Yeah.
And I figured, I got to be me. 8 years ago, Marky Mark. Boom.
Most overrated moment in the history of sports.
The butt fumble.
Most
on
irrelevant moment in it. They were getting their asses kicked anyway. Yeah. And Brandon Moore's got a big behind.
Boom.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Boom.
He's got a giant rear end.
Yeah.
And Mark accidentally ran into it. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, later today, we're going to Zapruder film it.
Oh,
we're going to go frame by frame of the butt fumble.
Why?
And what we're going to
kill me? Do you want to kill me on the radio?
Very special. At 6 o'clock tonight,
yes,
you will share with us your memory of the butt fumble, where you were, what you were eating at the time, what you were drinking, watching it, your disbelief in what took place. That was, of course, Thanksgiving night 8 years ago, which brings me to this little ditty. And the NFL finds itself in a very precarious spot. As we all know, the COVID virus is getting worse. I know you're sick and tired of having to deal with it, of talk about it, but it's our lives. It's what we're dealing with day in and day out, and we all recognize it ain't getting better in this moment in time. Vaccines on the horizon, but it's bad. Well, the Baltimore Ravens found out late last night after their game, and that was a hell of a game, by the way, that a number of dudes tested positive. Well, the Ravens are supposed to play Thursday night, Thanksgiving. How can the NFL allow that game to go on, knowing what's happening and swirling all around them? They can't. I'm sorry. The Baltimore Ravens cannot play a football game Thursday night, 3.5 days after a number of guys have tested positive for COVID.
Because
you can't play.
Even if there isn't a spread, they're going to put those who had close contact with these four gentlemen, they're going to be on the COVID list. They won't be able to play anyway.
It's not, you can't.
And this is a football game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
A rather significant game when it comes to the AFC playoffs and that division.
Now, I don't know that you can replace those two. I don't know if you can. I've not looked at either team's schedule, to be honest about it, because I'm just reading about it as I walk into the studio today. So I'll
push it back. That's what you do.
I'll make sure I'm more educated on it over the course of the next couple hours. But just as a regular guy living here in New York, that game can't you can't play that game.
Craig.
And by the way, you don't wait till tomorrow. The NFL now has to show some signs of being aware of what's going on in the world. And the very first thing they should do for the people that work in those buildings, not just the players, they have to cancel or push that game back, best case, till Sunday.
Well, pushing it back is forget the TV money that's involved. Forget that, because that should be secondary, even though it's not. It's easy to push the game back. I mean, the game on a Sunday leads you to just a regular Sunday.
Make
even
it Monday, make it Tuesday.
Monday, yeah.
I'm with you.
But you know what? They're not going to do that.
But that's wrong.
They need that game on television Thursday night, and you know it.
Then I know. The NFL, they do not enough. Listen, can you last minute find two other teams who are willing to play?
No.
I don't think you
can't do that
either because of travel concerns.
No, you can't do that.
But listen, everything I read is that, frankly, none of us should be leaving the house right now.
Right.
Including us, and we're here. Evan wears a mask. I don't, but when the mics are off, we're all wearing masks here, and the building is not full. There's nobody here but the guys on the show and one or two other people who do updates and various things here. The NFL can't be tone deaf on this. You can't. You can't have governors telling people don't have Thanksgiving get-togethers.
But Craig, they've been
don't
playing
do this. Don't
games.
You can't.
They've been playing games through positive tests for weeks now.
I know, but to me, maybe it's because it's Thanksgiving. I don't know. Guilty as charged, if you want to accuse me of that, I suppose. But they just tested positive last night. 4 guys.
Yep.
The notion that they haven't been in contact with everyone, come on.
Well, no. Look,
so they've all been exposed.
But look at what
are we
happened.
doing?
Look at what happened with the Raiders, right? They had 10 guys in protocols, right?
Yeah.
None of them tested positive. They ended up playing yesterday, but there isn't enough time for these guys to clear that.
Right.
So anyone who had close contact with the 4 individuals that tested positive can't play Thursday, period, end of discussion.
Correct.
Doesn't matter if they tested positive or not. They can't play.
Because that's protocol.
So you're talking about how many Baltimore Ravens?
It's got to be all of them.
It could be a lot.
To me, just based on practicing, the notion that an offensive lineman isn't within the protocol of having to sit down because he's not a skill position player, they're all together.
Right.
Come on.
Well, there's a few parts of this decision if you're the NFL. One is safety, and that should be number one. Not that it is, but it should be number one. Number two is if, let's say, there are 12 Ravens that can't play. Let's say that's the number, 12 guys. Do you want to play the game from a competitive standpoint? I mean, do you look at the integrity of the divisional race and say, you know what, let's push it back? The NFL has built in a potential Week 18. They haven't used it yet, Craig, but they should.
By the way, and
there's no rush.
They've built it even more than that because they're only letting a few thousand people go to the Super Bowl, and that arena is going to be open and available regardless of when you do it, obviously. I'm just looking at it saying there does come a point you can't be tone deaf to what your fan base is going through, and we're knee-deep in it, man. I mean,
yeah, but the fan base is going to want the game played.
I get it.
Who's kidding who?
I'm telling you, there has to come a point where the NFL, and they haven't done it yet. Every other league did it. The NFL is almost acting like no big deal. You got 53 guys on a roster. If these 7 can't play,
just replace them.
Replace them.
That's what they're doing.
And there comes a point where that just, frankly, stupid.
Here's what you got to ask yourself.
And listen, like the NFL's ratings have been pretty good compared to the other leagues.
Yeah.
And the other leagues' ratings suck.
Yeah.
During this whole thing.
Yep.
Even the finals, they were embarrassingly bad.
Yep.
Across the board. But you know why? Because we got a lot of other crap going on that's really serious. And while I love the NFL and the distraction that it is, there comes a point as a league where you cannot be tone deaf to what's happening outside your front door.
Well, do you want them to stop the whole season or just Thursday night's game because of the 4 positive tests on the Baltimore Ravens? What are you asking for?
I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about what? Stopping the whole year?
Yes, I am. It's on my head for sure.
Yeah.
As much as it would pain me professionally and personally as a fan,
well, I'm not even thinking about it from
all the other sports got to a champion, so I understand that too. I do get it.
Well, but the thing is, every league has learned, and sometimes the hard way, how to play through a pandemic. We've seen it. We saw baseball learn. We saw hockey and basketball have success because they were in a bubble. We saw the NFL move a lot of games early on in the season, but over the last few weeks, they haven't moved anything. Nope. They basically take the guys away, they put people in protocols, and they keep going. And that's been what the NFL has done now for the last month.
I hate to say this. No, I don't hate to say it because I know there's
no
dog in it.
Say.
It's almost as if the NFL doesn't give a damn.
You think?
It's like they don't. If guys test positive, just bring in the next guy.
Yeah.
You got guys on a practice squad, activate them.
Yes.
It's really I'd like to think on a personal level they do care, but they don't act like they care.
But Craig, here's the problem the NFL had when they started this season.
Take Myles Garrett. I just heard the update with Axe Update. He's going to miss another game.
Yeah.
Arguably the best player they got.
Yeah.
Best
defensive player they got.
Right?
Yeah.
Best player they got. Well, sorry. You know, who's next?
Yeah, but you knew that.
Who's going to take his spot?
But Craig, going into this season, we knew there are going to be positive tests. We didn't know how many,
of course.
But we knew. So we knew we were going to play an NFL season with this going on around us. That's not new. The question is, what's that cutoff where you say, okay, it's too much?
I think
have we hit that point yet?
I think college football has hit that point.
It's worse in college football.
I think college football should be canceled.
Yeah, but college football is in a worse situation, just like college basketball is.
Like all these games that are getting postponed and pushed back and canceled, and then you have some really tone-deaf people going, "Oh, they just wanted an out; they didn't want to play us this week."
That's what Dabo Swinney said.
I mean, come on, man.
And Trevor Lawrence alluded to it, by the way, too.
Your own quarterback missed 2 games, including the Notre Dame game. Come on, what are we doing? At some point, right? By the way, I have the video up.
Of what?
It's the left buttock that Sanchez's head hit. And back. And not to the left so much.
Why do you enjoy this?
Back and straight down.
Why do you enjoy this?
Back, straight down.
Why do you get kind of a rush out of this?
Back, straight down.
Yeah.
Like Mark Sanchez goes straight backwards down on his back. He makes contact with the left butt cheek, and it's not like he goes left. It's hit, straight back. Hit, straight back. Hit, straight back. The butt fumble.
You enjoy this way too freaking much. Explain to me why. Why does his head going into the derriere of Brandon Moore get you so excited?
Next Monday, we review the Rex Ryan foot fetish tape.
Well, that's different.
We got lots cooking today.
Boner.
I do not have a boner. Stop asking, Jerry. It's embarrassing already. 223, the number to join, well, you know it already, obviously. 877-337-6666. By the way, if you want to listen to us on the stream, you just go to radio.com for that. It's easy peasy. So wherever you are, you can travel with the Carton Roberts program. Got that, Evan?
What better way to travel than hearing you break down the giant derriere of Brandon Moore filleting the face of Mark Sanchez?
Ass and to the ground. Ass and to the ground.
Sounds like an exercise.
Ass and to the ground. And it's immediate, too. It's like you got shot. Yeah. It's almost like you had, like, sniper. Just like that.
I hate
American Sniper. Yeah.
It's
It's immediate, too. It's like you hit a brick ass.
Really hate you sometimes.
Yeah. Brick to ass. No?
God.
It's mighty.
This is one of those moments that you just wish got deleted from everyone's mind, and you want to revel in it. You want to celebrate
ass. Knock Mark Sanchez down to the grass. It's a brick.
You know what Mark wanted to send you on text message? He didn't want to send you a heart. He wanted to send you a giant middle finger. That's what he wanted to send you.
He sent me a heart, man.
Yeah. He meant the middle finger, trust me.
Look, I sure did.
Mark, I'm looking out for you.
It says, Mark, do you see the heart?
I see the heart.
Just so you know I'm not lying.
Well, hold on. What
Am I
exactly
lying?
did you write? I see the heart.
Huh?
Word for word, what did you write?
Hey, big man. It's Craig Carton. 8 years ago, brother. I think you're doing great on TV. Let's catch up and reminisce. All my best.
Okay. So
Heart.
wait a second, in fairness, you kind of buried the 8-year thing.
Of course, listen, I'm not an animal.
Well, I took it as you basically
hey,
said 8
big man,
years, pal.
Craig Carton. It's been 8 years. Let's reminisce.
He's not hearting the 8 years.
Yeah, I think he's hearting
No,
it.
he's not.
It says here,
He's
Mark,
hearting that he's great on TV and you're going to hang out with him.
But when you read the text, it says Mark loved.
Yes.
He loved it.
Yeah, he loved it. He loved the part that he's great on TV. Not the part of celebrating 8 years ago of the most overrated moment in the history of sports.
Guy made $50 million, right?
He beat Peyton Manning and Tom Brady back-to-back in the playoffs.
And,
you know that?
And got ass-faced. It happens. Yeah, sometimes it happens.
He got ass-faced by the organization who basically took all the talent away from him.
Which is a lot different than third base's song, The Gas Face. Whole different ballgame.